The BBC aren't killing CBBC and BBC4 for no reason. Here's how I think they're doing the right move. So I'm pretty sure we've all heard the news about CBBC closing down before 2025 and all the rumours being spread on Twitter. But if you've read the full statement, you can click off this video. However, most of the people haven't, and they're expecting the end of the world for CBBC. However, their decision is justified. This is my opinion. Please do not get all angry with me in the comments saying that I'm wrong. I'm just here to explain why I think it's the right move. Here's why. Established in 1985, Children's BBC, or what it later became known as CBBC, launched. And by a few years later, it proved popular with the young'uns. So on the 11th of February 2002, 20 years ago, or at least from when this video was made, it was launched as a channel. Now this channel obviously became a part of my daily routine when I was a younger one, and I'm pretty sure it was a part of yours too. This is why you're watching the video, quite obviously. However, my thing is, I'm going to show you some sets of data in this video. I'm going to be talking with a few people, and I'm going to be explaining my point of view so you can come out this video knowing why they are doing this. So, obviously, my first case of point is from BARB. Now, in case you do not know what BARB is, let me tell you the full acronym so you understand. Broadcasters Audience Research Board. That is the full name of BARB, and they record TV ratings for every single broadcast on every single UK television channel. Now, everything does get a little bit more haywire here, as obviously these dates are from old type of stuff. So I do have to say, I may not be correct on this. This is going off Wikipedia and also BARB archives, so who knows, this might be a little bit shaky. But if you go ahead and look at this list on the screen now, can you see the pattern? Every single broadcast that is topped at least 800,000 concurrent viewers is pre-2014. Well, not every single one. Obviously, number 5, my mum Tracy Beaker, isn't. But it's mainly from the old era of CBBC. Now, you may be thinking, okay, that's a fair, valid point. How about current CBBC? Let's do exactly like what I did in the Jetix video. Here is before and after. Can you see the huge viewer difference? There is a huge decrease of viewers, and, well, there is a huge rise in BBC iPlayer viewing figures. The source is in the corner of the screen, but have a look at this. The BBC clearly state that there are 40.8 million requests for children's content on BBC iPlayer. Now, if there's only a maximum of, let's put it all together and make an average, 200,000 viewers on the CBBC channel, why keep the channel if there's 40 million people out there watching iPlayer? Now, obviously, this includes CBeebies. I am not at all disregarding that fact. But the thing is, if there is that many requests for children's content, and if there's still a demand for it being on linear TV, why aren't we having it as a block again? Let me explain. In a new modern day and age where you're able to record programs and rewatch them, why don't we introduce a block again? It used to be a thing on BBC 2, BBC 1. I'm pretty sure you've all heard CBBC 1 before CBBC 2. If you are able to record Sign Zone programs and things are fine there, why don't we do the same with children's programs? We can put them under one huge recordable block where we're able to fast forward if we hate a show. This whole system has worked with deaf and partially hearing people for ages. This is what the BBC have been implementing and keeping for the deaf people. Why aren't we using it for the children? And especially on a service where BBC One is reached by over 80 million people in the UK, this will cover the cost. You can easily keep the CBBC content going and also keep it accessible, which means it is pivotal that CBBC stays on TV, because obviously there are parents out there that do not have access to the internet, parents that don't have the money for any devices, they don't have the money to keep up with iPlayer. So this implementation of an early CBBC block, it could mean everything to these parents. And another proven point on why this should come back. Lockdown learning was a thing on BBC Two, and it saw a huge increase in audience numbers, with CBBC's average audience for the slot on the channel being increased by 355%. There was a 5% increase on BBC Two as well, meaning that there is accessibility there. People can go there. Obviously, the axing of CBBC comes as a cost-saving measure after the BBC's license fee was frozen. Let me pause the recording and the video right here. The reason why these cost-cutting measures are coming into effect is because, think about it, how else are the BBC receiving money? They're not getting advertisements, they're not getting promos or anything of the sort. This is from the license fee only, and that's been frozen. What other choice does the BBC have? Okay, back to the video. I am not at all dismissing that. However, this can save the BBC money. All they have to do is just implement a CBBC block on one of its lesser known channels. An example of this is definitely BBC Two. They can implement this and save the money it desperately needs. Following on from the BBC's 80 million lacklustre launch with BBC Three, how about £155.8 million going towards children's programmes? Obviously, again, this includes CBeebies. I tried finding a stat for CBBC, but I was unable. But this mass investment has already proven too much to handle for the BBC. Now, obviously, if you take into account the ratings and the viewing figures of maximum 200,000, that much money doesn't equate to that small amount of viewers. It is no wonder that the BBC are already considering axing CBBC first, when CBeebies is already gaining more viewers and has a more higher audience range than CBBC itself. In fact, let's do a memory test with you right now. Name as many CBBC shows as you can now. Notice how you are only able to name a few. Let's backtrack. Name as many CBeebies shows as you can. Notice how you named a lot of shows instantly from your head. It's because you grew up with them. Did you grow up with CBBC? Not as much. Obviously, I'm not speaking for everybody in the UK. I'm pretty sure there was one child out there who's grew up with CBBC more than CBeebies. However, I'm talking about the general public. If you put out a survey now on what the public know more, it comes down to CBeebies being the top dog. I genuinely believe that there is not enough viewers there for CBBC to continue. However, I want to know where you stand on this. I really enjoy when I tell other people to do this in the comment sections of my past videos, so I'm doing it here. Tell me what your opinion is and construct an opinion against mine. I'm literally playing devil's advocate here, and I want to see what your defense is. And an extra little tidbit just to add on to the end of this video as I'm editing this video. I put out a survey ages ago asking people what do they remember more. CBBS or CBBC. This is how many people remember CBBS. This is how many people remember CBBC. I think that's the point proven. So there you go. There is my complete opinion and my full analysis on how I think that CBBC deserves to be axed. Thank you all so much for watching. I've been QLMB, and I guess I'll see you at 2026. Goodbye.